We're back. I'm with the Better Business Bureau's Jason Meza, and he's with us just in time for the start of tax season. Jason, some of the more than 150 million individual returns that are expected to be filed this year, some of the people behind those are going to be needing some help to get that done.
Correct.
I would suspect that it's important for them to get good help.
Yes.
And there are some people out there that maybe are not offering that, right?
We've seen some fraud involved with tax preparer returns. In particular, we see phishing attempts. You open the wrong link, you click on something that isn't from a trusted tax preparer. We see also a lot of times returns that are falsely prepared or not prepared correctly. The tax laws change every year. It's like a moving target, so we have to make sure your tax preparer has the PTIN number and they are certified. At least they know what the current laws are.
Are you telling me somebody could put a shingle out that says tax preparer and not have any idea what they're doing?
In so few words, yes.
Yeah.
So we just got to watch that you're going to the correct place, or if you don't, start with some research first.
So people are going to try to scam you even with your taxes.
Correct.
Okay, let's look at the list here. When you're looking for an honest tax preparer, you say the first thing you have to do, research before you hire somebody.
Correct. You can start with family and friends, those that have used the service successfully. Even if you don't, you see tax software that you can use, make sure you read the reviews. If you don't know anybody locally you want to take it to, you can start at BBB.org and find somebody that's accredited or at least has some good reviews.
Okay. You also mentioned that it's important to interview your preparer. Now, here's what I'm thinking. Somebody's going to get offended when I show up and say, look, can I kind of talk to you about your credentials? They're going to go, well, I'm a tax preparer. What else do you need to know?
You would think if you're applying for a job, they want to know the most about you. Okay, so backwards, you want to know the most about this person. You're giving a lot of information out to this person. So you want to make sure that you're at least comfortable and knowing where the data is going to live, how they're going to prepare, are they going to ask the hard questions, and just real things you should know in preparers.
A lot of good questions you should ask there. Also, talk about the costs ahead of time, right?
Yeah, a lot of times we want to see the returns based on the fees that are prepared, based on the return itself, not the refund. So the more money you get shouldn't determine how much they should get. It should be based on how hard that complexity of that return should be. There's a lot of forms that need to be filled out, so just make sure you know that up front and watch those refund anticipation loans. They are a loan, so there's probably interest and fees built into that. If you want your money now, best to wait for it. Yeah,
so somebody says, hey, I'll charge you, 25% of whatever the refund is, red flag.
Sure. Just
okay. And then here, be honest, and I'm assuming you're talking about the people who are filing.
Correct. It's your name. At the end of the day,
you want the tax preparer to be honest.
That's right. It is Mike Gillespie's name at the end of the day on that return, not theirs. So be honest with all the deductions that you qualify for. They might not ask for all the forms and all the receipts, and that's okay. Just make sure you have them. And just, again, if they're going to go for all the deductions and credits that you apply for, make sure you're both in concert with each other.
And again, we're telling people, and you mentioned it there, take the deductions that are legally due to you.
Correct.
You want to do that, but you don't. There's no reason to have to fudge anything here.
Yeah.
No reason to have to make anything up.
You don't want to do that.
You don't want to get caught before the IRS, without your ducks in a row.
Correct.
So to speak.
Just watch out for those scams out there. There's a lot.
All right. If people have general tax questions, are there websites they ought to be going to and looking at?
Best place to start, irs.gov, irs.gov. There are great programs you can qualify for that help you with if you meet income requirements. It'll help you prepare them for free. And as well, you have all the latest laws and tax codes that have met for 2020 on those websites. If you don't know where to start, bbb.org/tax will help you out as well.
Okay, do you guys have a list, or can you lead me in a direction that would help me find somebody that you say, hey, based on our experience, this is a pretty good person here?
Correct, yes. We do have all the complaints, and unfortunately we do also have some of the reviews as well. But again, if you don't know who to turn to, if you use somebody who you didn't like last year, start new, start fresh, ask for those reviews, ask for the comments and the complaints, and let us know if you see something or hear somebody that's probably a little bit shady.
Yeah, always report to the BBB. All right, good information there. By the way, folks, as always, we've got all of this on our website. All you have to do is go to christv.com, and there's a whole lot more than even we had time to talk about here. I'd advise you to check that out if you think you're going to need help getting your taxes prepared this particular year. Thanks, Jason. Always good stuff. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.